Today, we'll get things started off with offensive lineman Evan Neal. Please use the raise your hand function, and we'll get to as many questions as we can. We will get started with Charlie Potter. Charlie, go ahead. Charlie Potter, go ahead. Okay, guys, I apologize. I was sitting here talking and had this thing muted. Anyway, we're going to start with Evan Neal. We'll use the raise your hand function if you've got questions, and we'll get started with Charlie Potter. Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, Evan. Just for this spring, where are you working at? Are you at right tackle, left tackle, doing a little bit of both? What's the plan for you position wise for the spring?
Right now, position wise, coach is trying to find the best combination of guys out there. I worked that right last year, worked that left guard my freshman year. I'm playing a little left right now, but like I say, nothing set in stone. Right now, coach is just trying to find the best fighter to put on the field.
Okay, we'll go to Mike Rodak.
Yeah, Evan, just what's been your impression so far of Coach Marone along the offensive line there?
He's a great coach. He's extremely knowledgeable. He pushes us to be great, and that's what I respect about him the most. And I'm just excited to continue to work with him.
Okay, questions for Evan? We'll go to Michael Casagrande. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you see with this offense changes? Like, what's most different this year with so many guys gone from last year's team?
Like as far as like a personnel standpoint, like what do you mean? Like the difference between guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, losing guys like Mack and Smitty and different leaders like that definitely takes a toll. But this is Alabama. We keep reloading. Talent's always coming up. The springtime's right now for us to develop that talent and for that talent to get better. I'm confident in the group of guys we have now. And I'm just excited to continue to work. Specifically to the O-line, it was a lot losing Alex and Landon and Deontay as well. But like I said, we still have Chris Owens, Emil, and myself. To bring to that experience. And as far as the younger guys go, we're just trying to get them to understand how to work and trying to transition them into being college offensive linemen. Like I said, I have faith in all of those guys, and I'm just excited to continue to work with them.
We'll go to Charlie Potter.
You mentioned Alex and Landon and Deontay. Just what have you learned from playing with those guys, and how important is it for you starting this spring to kind of step up into more of a leadership role?
One thing I can say, playing with those guys, especially Landon, just showing me, what it takes to be a leader and how to lead guys. And, a leadership position is a role that I do want to assume, but that's not a role that's given. That's something that has to be earned each day in and day out. So I'm up for the challenge. Every day I'm just going to come ready to work.
We'll go to AP Sedum.
Hey, Evan. Evan, how did you integrate fully into the system as a young player? And then what in turn would you tell these young players or people who have been in the reserve how to be fully integrated into that offensive line system?
Well, what helped me a lot as a young guy, like I was playing alongside a lot of experienced guys, so that helped out a lot as well. And also the fact of me coming in early, that helped out, in a tremendous way in terms of, me transforming my body, as far as me giving me a head start to, just get into the playbook and everything. So my advice to some of the younger guys is just to continue to work every day and just find something every day to get better at,
We'll go back to Michael Casagrande.
On those lines, what do you remember about when you came in as a true freshman, spring practice? What was that like? What were those first week of practices like for you?
Man, that was a while ago. But looking back, I can just remember how hard I wanted to work and, how bad I wanted to make a good impression on the coaches, and looking back from then to now, I can just see a big transformation in my game, so I'm just going to continue to build upon that transformation and continue to get better.
We will go to Tony Tsoukalas. Tony.
Hey, Evan, how much progress have you seen from Damian George, and what has he been like from year one to year two?
Like I said, I've seen a lot of progress from Damian. Our O-line unit, we're still a work in progress. We still have a lot of work to do, but as far as Damian himself, he's a guy, he's a hard worker, and I'm excited for him, man. He's a great guy. he's a great guy to be around, and I feel like he's a good player. But like I said, we still got work that needs to be done, and that's what the spring's all about.
Unless we got any more, we'll finish up with Charlie Potter.
You talked about working some at left tackle. Obviously, you've been all over the offensive line these first 2 years at Alabama. Just being at left tackle, does that feel more comfortable to you? Do you feel at home there?
Like I said, in high school, like I was recruited as a left tackle, but at this point in my career, I played so many different positions that really any position on the O-line is comfortable for me. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, I guess you could say that because that's what I was recruited as, but I'm a guy that can play anywhere on the offensive line.
Okay, we're going to finish up with a follow-up from Tony.
Hey, Evan, if you've already answered this, I'm sorry, I had some technical difficulties, but how has been working under Doug Marrone? How has that been, the first few practices of camp?
Like I said, so far it's been great. He's a guy that really wants to, get the most out of his players. And like I said, that's what I respect about him. I just want to continue to gain knowledge and wisdom of the game from him and just continue to get better.
Okay, Evan, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Evan, we're going to have to get a mic stand a little taller for you. Okay, with that, we will bring Jordan Battle up. If you got questions from Jordan, go ahead, use the